Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me in the launching of my open source website. It's called theopeneffect.com, and I was trying to come up with a better name, and I came up with a lot of better names actually, and they were all taken, so I was like, well, this one's available, so why not? So that explains the site's name. If I really come up with a better name, I'll probably buy that and redirect this to that, and then put all of this on that one, and maybe change my logo, because OE for Open Effect. It'll probably change. But anyhow, this is the website right now, and if you go, we don't have a lot, we don't have like about or anything like that, but we have the contact open, we have the forums open, and the forums, real quick, have a couple different categories: announcements, suggestions, bugs, and other. For announcements, I'll be the main one making new threads here, but anyone can make threads. And it'll be about announcements for software that I'm making, that's either released or in limited beta or whatever, like limited functionality beta. YouTube announcements, anything going on with the YouTube channel that's of interest, or anything that's going on with the website. Suggestions for feature requests, things that are people request as far as features for current applications. So that'll be mainly other people posting instead of me here, at least making new threads. I'll probably be replying to them. Application requests for new applications, and I'd really appreciate posting here because I'm trying to think of a new open source project to go after. I'm thinking maybe a all-in-one Bitcoin mining panel, Bitcoin, Litecoin, P-Squared Coin, whatever, PP Coin, whatever you want to call it, mining panel, but I don't know. And then any website suggestions, bugs, bug reports and bug fixes, blah blah blah. As far as the actual only application we have up right now is a port scanner application, so here we go. I'm trying to go for kind of a minimal design of the website, and since I'm not a very artistic type oriented person, or I might be a little spatially challenged, you'll see some kind of design imperfections in the website for sure, and this was just a real preliminary attempt at making some kind of slightly appealing website, which, yeah, I don't know. I think it looks okay. But anyhow, this is the OpenEffects ports version 1.0.0 beta. Dun dun dun. It's basically just a port scanning application. Since it is an open source website, you can download either the program or the source, or both if you want to. And this program has a couple planned features, like is described here, and it has some specific instructions for launching on Linux and Mac. Real easy, but if you didn't know that, it might be a little bit difficult to use. We have a little chart for compatibility. Some of the features in this program don't work with XP, Mac OS X, or Linux. The blue X means it's planned, red X means it's not there at all. And so I'll probably be updating this chart as I update the program to add more features and stuff. I'll be adding things here. Probably things that all the platforms have I won't really bother putting, or if I put, I'll just, like, I don't know. Those I might not put, but anything that has a difference between them I'll make sure I certainly put. And these are kind of, they might be there, they might not be there, whatever. But anyway, so if I download the program, or I could download the source, or both, they just download, and they're zip files. And you can just extract them, and I'll show you how the program works real quick. The ports program, well, let me show you the source real quick. The source comes in two .java files, a license file, which is the GNU space GPL license, and a little thing there I wrote, and also the README, which is a little bit more in depth into what I wrote, saying basically, hey, you can take the software, you can reverse engineer it, you can decompile it, you can learn from it, you can reuse the code, as long as you reuse any of the code you reused from me, any products or software or whatever you put it into, have to be put up as GNU. They have to be licensed under the GNU. So if you want an exception to that rule, contact me and we can figure something out. But that's just a general blanket rule for things being published under the GNU. Running low on disk space here, so better hurry up. 2 terabyte hard drive, and anyway. And then for the actual ports application itself, it's a self-launching jar file like that. And if there's a space in any of this, it won't work properly, so then you'll have to launch it from the command line, and even then sometimes it doesn't work. So make sure there's no spaces in the file path here. And so this is a couple features: scanning for local port binding, like that. Also has a feature for testing link to custom hosts, so I'll do the openeffect.com, youtube.com, and how about google.com. And then any ports to test, how about 443, the SSL port, and then it says which ones it's open on. And it also says what operating system I'm on. That's kind of a incomplete feature right now. I can do scanning subnets, scanning a remote computer for a bunch of ports, and I can also block ports, which is another cool feature. This is not nearly as good of a port scanning application as something like Nmap or something of the like. However, the reason I made it is, one, for me to learn how to do this, but two, it's a lot easier to use than a lot of those port scanning applications. It's a lot simpler, and this is right now only TCP, but I plan to add UDP scanning in the future. Ports, you can block both TCP and UDP, so let's do port 9937 and 9938. And let's do both, and let's do for output, or out, or no, yeah, out, for outgoing traffic. And so it'll give a UAC prompt, click OK, it'll do all that. You can close this window now, and then if you go into your Windows firewall, then you will see, I did for outbound, right, that 9937 and 9938 are blocked. This was from a previous thing. But anyhow, and then it doesn't have the support for deleting them, only for adding them. If you want to delete them, just go in here and remove them. It's pretty simple. And it's blocked on TCP and UDP, so that's how that works. And that's about it for this program. It's a self-launching jar file, like I said, but however, that's only for Windows. On Linux and Mac, you have to do, open up a command prompt and do java jar, and drag the jar file in and press enter and it'll launch. But since it's on Windows, it creates a new window because it doesn't know it was launched through the command line. So anyway, thank you for joining me. The link to theopeneffect.com is in the description. If I refer to it as theopeneffect.org, I don't know why I say that, but I do sometimes, so that I mean .com. And thank you for joining me. The link is, like I said, in the description, and if you have any questions, you can either post them on the YouTube video or you can use our new forums. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you later.